John White with HCEC-TV, and I want to welcome you to another edition of HCS Spotlight. And this is a segment that we do. We go around to the different schools in the Hardin County school system, and we highlight some individuals or teams that have accomplished really great things and maybe didn't receive as much attention as they should have. And we'd like to just give a little bit more attention to the students and the teachers and let the public know exactly how good these students are. So today we are actually at James T. Alton Middle School, and we are here with the academic team who recently were in the Governor's Cup competition. And also, they were with us earlier in the year in our own competition that we put on called Knowledge Masters. A little bit about that is we have our own set of competitions, one for elementary school, middle school, and high school. Whiz Kids is our elementary school. Knowledge Masters is our middle school. And Scholastic Challenge is our high school. So this team from James T. Alton were here. I think you were in maybe 2 or 3 rounds of our competition before you got to the final?
Correct.
Something like that. I'm sorry. Before I go any further, let's have them introduce themselves. I'm sorry, I'm getting rambling here, so go ahead and introduce yourself.
I'm Benjamin Edwards. I am a 7th grade history teacher here at James T. Alton, and I am the head coach of the James T. Alton academic team.
My name's Izzy Dale. I'm a 7th grade student here at JTA. I'm our FPS captain, a backup quick recall member, and I'm one of our math testers.
I'm Emily Wiltrout. I'm quick recall captain, math test taker, and backup FPS.
Hello. I'm Isaac Prather Rogers, 6th grade here at James T. Alton. I do testing for science and social studies and do quick recall.
All right, you can hand it back down to your coach here. Okay, so as I was saying, you guys participated in Governor's Cup. For those watching who may not know exactly what Governor's Cup is, can you give a brief summary of what that is?
Governor's Cup is a academic competition that is put on by Kentucky. The KAC is the organization that actually puts it on, but it's to recognize students who we so often focus on sports and athletics in our society and not so much academics. So it is quite literally like an athletic competition, but for academics. It's for trivia, test taking, written composition, and future problem solving. And we give them a whole bunch of difficult topics to overcome. And we compete to see which students are the best at studying and memorizing and overall competing with our academic minds in Kentucky.
And to that end, there was a recent competition. Now, was this the district cup, or how does that work? Because are there different levels in the competition? I was a little confused by that.
Yes, there are different levels in this competition. There are 3 main levels that we compete at, which is district, regionals, and state. We just competed in district right now, and we are getting ready for regionals in February.
Okay, so you have to win at a certain level before advancing on to the next one, or how does that work?
Correct. In each category we compete in, you have to place in the top 2 in quick recall or future problem solving, or top 6 in any content testing or written composition to be able to move on to the next competition.
Okay, so and you will be moving on then to the regional?
Correct. For our competition, we placed first in quick recall at our district level competition. We placed first in future problem solving. We had several students place in various tests in written composition, and we placed first overall in the competition, overall winning.
Well, congratulations.
Thank you.
Well, so that kind of explains what Governor's Cup is, and the competition that we have, Knowledge Masters, is similar to that, but on a smaller scale. But we do have middle schools throughout the county, and actually some out of the county, to come to compete in it. So we're really happy to do that competition, and maybe it's kind of like a little warm-up for your district and regional competition. So I'd like to learn a little bit more from each of the young folks that we have here about kind of like how you individually did. Is there anything you want to say about how you stood out in the competition, and then maybe like what your favorite subject is, and then how do you prepare for a competition like this? So I'll have you hand the microphone down.
I
I am our FPS captain, and I am a math test taker. I got second place in math. And as far as studying for these things, for math especially, I go back on previous tests from previous competitions, and I go over anything I had any questions about. And I usually go with a teacher or somebody who knows more about the subject, and then I have them explain it to me, and I practice it on my own time as well. And then on quick recall, I am our math person. I take my time and I study like as much math as I possibly can in any subject category, like with math, just so I can know it all and have it ready to use for quick recall when I need to.
I'm captain of the quick recall team. My favorite subject is math, and so far as studying for math, because that's also what I take for testing, is I go back on previous tests and look at the subject material I missed and then practice that. And I put some of my material together and see if I can do all of it in a set amount of time.
How do we practice for quick recall, Emily?
Oh, we just practice every single day.
Or how do we do
Well,
it?
almost every single day. We only do Tuesdays and Thursdays.
But how do we do it?
We have our own buzzer system, and we do it exactly like the game is. And so we have the bonuses and the regular toss-ups, and then our backup team, we have normally 4 backup members, and that's the team we play against.
So, I am Isaac Prather Rogers, a 6th grade student here. I test in social studies and science, and I'm a member of the quick recall team. Usually to study, I just read books, or at least for my tests. But other than just regular quick recall practices, I go through old question sets and try to answer them.
And what's your favorite subject?
Oh, my favorite subject is social studies, because it's really easy to learn from a book, and I like reading.
Gotcha. Okay, thank you very much for all that. All right, so really good showing for you guys, and now it's on to the districts, right? You said next?
Regionals.
Oh, I'm sorry, regionals, and then the state.
And then state. Well, I have some confidence that we have at least some members that will be able to attend state this year.
I mean, you guys did terrific in our competition that we had, and as we were talking before we started, very close, unfortunate loss to Bluegrass Middle School, but maybe give you a little impetus for next season when we do Knowledge Masters, and maybe you'll meet Bluegrass Middle School again.
Yeah, well, we are a lot younger than they are. We have multiple 6th graders on our team.
Yeah.
Versus Bluegrass's team was all 8th graders. Because
True.
A big difference with Governor's Cup competitions is that while Governor's Cup is all grades, there's also usually a 6th grade competition, and we did place first in that one as well for quick recall.
Okay.
And placing I think 2nd overall. Did we place 2nd overall for 6th grade? I believe so. You may have to take that one out if it's not true.
No problem.
But we did place first overall in quick recall. So it's going to be very exciting to see where these children end up whenever they're 8th graders for us.
Cool. Okay. Well, congratulations again. And I've got a little surprise. So with the permission of your coach, I'm going to see how smart you guys truly are, okay? I picked 5 questions, kind of from random, and I'll see if anybody can answer these questions, okay? You can confer like you do in our competition, or you can just shout out the answer if you have the answer, okay? I will tell you ahead of time, I only knew 1 answer out of these 5, okay? So, you guys ready? You excited? Don't be nervous. I know I'm excited. All right, so question number 1, what's the loudest animal on Earth?
Beep beep.
Yes.
The great blue whale.
No. Close, but no.
I think that's the biggest one.
Blue whale is the biggest one, I know that. What is the loudest animal?
What's the
time's up, sorry. That's the sperm whale. The sperm whale's calls can reach up to 230 decibels. That's louder than a jet engine during takeoff. So you learned something new today, right? If nothing else. Okay. What are people with electorophobia afraid of? Electorophobia. And you can answer too, Coach, if you want to.
Well, you have to consider the prefix on this one, electoral. Whenever you're looking at stuff like that. Okay,
What?
Wiltrout, go for it.
Presidential elections.
It's not electoral, it's electoral.
Electoral, so we're looking at like
Electoral.
electricity. So something along those lines would probably be more likely.
Maybe I should spell it. It's A-L-E-K torophobia. Electorophobia.
Oh, I thought it was like E-L.
I probably pronounced it wrong, but no guesses?
It's not anything metal, is it?
Beep,
No.
beep. Alligators.
No, but you're on the right track. Any other answers? No? The answer is chickens. Afraid of chickens. It's from the Greek electoral for rooster. So there you go. Exciting. All right, question number 3. Where in the human body would you find the medulla oblongata?
Well, y'all should know that one.
Go right ahead.
Neck.
Actually, I'm sorry, can you hand the mic so they can...
Neck.
The neck? No. Close, but no cigar. Anything else? No answer?
It's the,
Gallbladder?
You already answered.
well, now he has multiple. It should be the brain.
It is the brain. The medulla oblongata is responsible for involuntary functions such as vomiting and sneezing. Pretty exciting, right? All right. All right. Question number 3, I think it is, or 4. What language has the most words? If you wouldn't mind handing.
Beep.
What?
Mandarin?
Nope.
Beep. English.
English is the answer, yes. Let's see here.
Do you have how many words it is?
Yes. The Oxford English Dictionary has more than 200,000 words. 171,476 are still in use.
Think about that when people have to learn English as their second language.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I would have thought Chinese too. That's what Mandarin Chinese. That's what I would have thought, but nope. All right, last question. Winner take all here, okay? What's the only food that never expires?
Beep, beep, beep.
Is he?
Either one.
Honey.
Honey is the answer. If the honey is natural and properly sealed, it will never expire. That due to its high sugar content, low pH, and the bee's nearly magical honey making process.
Good
So,
job. I think
not
that's
bad.
3 out of 5.
Yeah, not bad.
That means I win.
You win? Okay.
Good enough.
You said the person who gets this question takes it all. That means I win.
Is that what I said? Okay.
You said.
That's right, I did say winner take all, didn't I? Okay. Well, I would say then you're it. Congratulations, but you all did great. All right, thank you so much. So, all right, well, that was fun. So thank you guys so much for being with us today, and good luck in the future, and we hope to see you again next year on Knowledge Masters here on HCEC-TV. So congratulations again.
All right, thank you.
All right, and thanks for joining us.